like to thank everybody for taking the time out there. We you could catch us all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and uh, Twitch as well. Everything is Real Bread Life, Real Bread League, and on TikTok is Breadville. So I wanted to keep with the consistency. This is number 99. We are in the fourth quarter, and that's why the title and the thumbnail is the fourth quarter. We are coming down the stretch to the end of the year. Los, what's going on, my man? All right. Thanks for joining. So, coming down the stretch, it's the fourth quarter. We're going to be wrapping it up next year. Next week is the last week of the year. Hope everybody had a good year. Hope everybody's been safe out there. I know in my area, in the city where I'm from, we had some water problems. They had busted pipes. And they got it together. So, the kids are back in school. I think they only had 2 days of school this week, Thursday and Friday, which I know they were loving that, with being off all of next week and the week after that as well. So it's going to be a real long stretch with a whole lot of days off. So it's a super winter vacation. And, just want to say I hope everybody is okay. Got some clean water, at least some that they could bathe and shower in. I know a lot of people were boiling water, and they were giving it out in the city. I think they still are giving it out. So if that's the case, again, I hope it all works out. Me myself, I didn't have those problems because I happened to leave town as it went down. But my people were straight. Some of them were going through it, but I left the keys, and they all got keys, so they had the capabilities to use my water until it went out. Actually, they had to shut my water off to when they did the reconnection, but now everything's back to normal. So, just a couple of fourth quarter things I wanted to talk about as far as progress and overall growth and just self-assessment for me. That's what I'm going to say, not to assess anybody else or what they did. I'm doing my own self-assessment on what I've done and where I'm at with my business over the years, or over this past year, I'm saying. Yeah. Mr. Cold Days, Los, I will talk to you in a few days. I am in the cold, you know what I mean? So I'm actually got a layover in Iceland tomorrow. So I'll tell you all about it in a couple of days. I see you over there, Son, on Instagram. What's going on? Oh, okay. You couldn't hear me. Yeah, so the internet where I'm at is not the greatest. So if it goes out or gets a little choppy, just bear with me. And I'm sure most can tell with the camera that I don't have my regular equipment. I'm actually using the laptop camera, which I never really do. But for the sake of getting up here, I'm going to stick with it at this time. I had an opportunity to see a whole bunch of different breads, and I'll be posting them up and putting a few videos on the YouTube channel. And that's one of the other things I wanted to talk about and address real quick. So over the last month, I've been had some AI videos generated just because I wanted to see how and what the capabilities were with the topics and the things that I researched and how I put it in there and how they put the videos together. It's more or less just informational and content driven. None of it is to be super biased one way or another with the information that was given. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm moving away from traditional information and sharing on the platform as I've done over the last couple of years. I've said this for the last month or two, that I've been working on everything else that I feel is important to what I have associated with what I'm doing with Real Bread Life, and how I'm structuring the overall growth of the vision as it surrounds and encompasses everything that I want Real Bread Life to be. And as I'm doing those things, I can't, as a one man show, do everything. So I have to, in order to keep some type of friction on the page, I wanted to have something going up daily. And that's also the same for what, even the Facebook. It hasn't been a lot of posting, but I promise you, um, on paper and on the behind the scenes of everything else, I'm working on building still the RBL infrastructure on the next level from what I started with and where I want it to be. So again, if you've been rocking with me for the last couple years, and in some way, shape, or form, it feels though it's not what it started out as and what it was, or what you thought it was moving towards, I promise you, it is that, and it will be. And just bear with me, and have some more patience. And I appreciate you building with me up until this point, and allowing me to share how I have and what I have. And we're gonna do a little bit more in different ways, and just bear with us, okay? So that's the main thing I wanted to get out as well today. So, and also, as I just mentioned about like me being a one man show, I don't want anybody to take offense to that, and I say that to everyone else that has been a part of the journey since day one. Whether it's friends, family, and everybody else, business wise, and you know who you are. And those that rock with me really understand that I don't mean no slights to them at all. And so I just want to say that anyway, because I'm just wired that way. And I just don't want anybody to take offense. So you know who you are. And I look forward to the continued support from you as I keep going with what I'm doing. And I don't I don't I don't pressure anyone, and no one's let me down when I asked them to do anything so far, and I value that. So yeah, so it's a big deal for me. All right, so yeah, uh, it was hold on, fourth quarter, that progress, growth. Thank you, and something, a couple other, one or two other things. Oh, uh, shout out to my man Bob. He doesn't even go online, but he looked out for me this week. And if you don't know and you watch the videos, Bob is my man. That was my very first interview, and I'm gonna say him and Brandon, two of the best interviews, information wise. And for it's funny, I was on the train today, and I was somebody had asked me what I do, and we got into the platform and the YouTube page, and he asked me for a breakdown and just like clarity, but no, like explain it to me. And I showed him the video, and it was clear. I showed him the video with one of them with Bob. It was just a short, and he got enough information out of that to understand the bread business a little bit, and just like a 5 minute span as we were talking. And and it let me know that the information is there to be deciphered if necessary. And like I said, those videos that I'm looking back on, the early ones, they're very clear and very detailed information wise. And over the years, and I've had so many people email, text, or message me on all the other platforms. And when we talk, the reason I found you and the reason I reached out is because I watched all of your videos, or I watched most of the videos, or I've been watching them for the last 3 months, every chance I get. And it's been so informative that's why they wanted to go forward with what they were doing, or they were into the business, and some of the things that we were talking about gave them more information than they already had, and it was a blessing. So we want to continue to be that blessing. We want to continue to be the people to share the information. Again, I want everybody to understand I am not the best bread business delivery person. I am not at all the most knowledgeable person when it comes to the bread business, but I will always tell you that I'm associated with some of the guys that are. They are the best and they know the most as a collective. I could put together all the years. We're looking at over 100 years of experience from people that I have close relationships with that deliver this bread. And I could put that knowledge up against anybody. And I'm not saying it's a battle like that, but just if it's some information needed, we have it, or I can put somebody in position to share that with you, from all of the different companies, from the mom and pop bakeries that I know, the people that own, from the people that work for all the four major distributors that I know of when I'm talking about, when I say that, Flowers, Beanbo, Pepperidge Farm, in our area, the Khaleesi, and also the Martin's bread. So I know the people, so the bread is the bread, and how we get it is how we get it, and how you get it is how you get it. And again, I just want to be able to make sure that whoever's out there and needs that information, we're here for you. And if you want to share, again, I have to stress this and say this. Last year and the year before, I had more people willing to share the information. There's no right or wrong. Your opinion or your view is yours. Your view might be different than mine. Your sharing of the information might be something that's helpful to someone else. Again, no judgment, and there's no wrong level of sharing information. So I just wanted to be clear on that. And I wanted to make sure that that was being said. So, and also with keeping with talking about how um, I wanted to thank a lot of the people that helped me along the way. And again, there's no first, second, third, or order of those that have done things for me. But one of the people that helped me in one of the early stages, and because this will be the third year I've had the website. My original website, the Real Bread Life website that I first had, was built by Emma Eason. And I wanted to say thank you because at the time she wasn't Emma Eason. All right. So now, because she is Emma Eason, I wanted to say thank you for helping me to build the website, and uh, working on it the way you did, without charging me like you probably could have, and if I was somebody else. And at the time um, that you did it, I really appreciated it, and I know you didn't mind doing it, and you don't mind helping me, but it's a big deal for me that you were able to do that. And it's even bigger deal that I was able to spend this last week with you and my nephew, and have this amazing time and sharing you guys' union. So thank you again. Um, I love y'all for that. And proud. I'm proud to be able to do that. And everything that I do in my life allows me to do everything else that is in my life. And the only reason I do the things I do is for those that are in my life. All right. My ecosystem is very important to me. And I was given that task by my father, and I am Jerome. And I'm happy to say that. I'm proud to say that. And it's times like this that I realize where I come from and everything that was given to me spiritually, mentally, and sometimes when I was young, physically, to make sure that I'm able to be here to do what I do for the people that I love. And if you don't have anybody that you do things for, I feel sorry for you. I feel bad for you. I actually want you to figure out who you do it for and why, and get to doing it. We all have somebody or something we could be doing it for. So, with that being said, RBL on everything. Real Bread Life on everything, every platform except TikTok is Breadville. And we'll be back next week. Next week's show, we're going to give away some things because it's going to be 100, which is crazy that it just ends up being Thursday Night Live 100 next week at the end of the year. It's just the way God works. And I am Jug, and I'm just using what God gave me. That's all I got for now. Stay blessed and keep stacking. Los, the vacation is good. I'll see you in a couple days.